Hello and welcome to the Kingston Twin Ovals for today's game between the Kingborough Tigers and the Clarence Brews. My name is Anthony Osborne, joining you in the commentary box today alongside Bo Downham. Bo, fantastic to have you on board. I'm looking forward to what should be a cracking top-of-the-table clash.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Anthony. It's welcome to everyone at home watching, and yeah, it's probably the game of the round this weekend, it must be said. Obviously, both teams coming off wins, so let's hope that today can be a belter.
Yeah, the Kingborough Tigers yet to drop a game so far this year, Bo. They've been mighty impressive. Keen to see how they unfold today. The big storyline heading into this game this week was the expected out of Kieran Lovell. He had been named, he injured his elbow in last week's game. According to our team sheets, though, he is in and playing today. You can see him on the screen there as well, which is just a nice little byproduct. Looks like Trent Baumler was just playing a few tricks during the week, Bo.
Yeah, and he was massive 2 weeks ago. He had 32 touches, 18 clearances, so you don't want him out, especially in a big game like this. But it's great to see him out there, and Trent Baumler just doing the nice little thing and giving mixed signals to Clarence.
Yeah, just fun and games between Trent Baumler as we get things underway here at the Twin Ovals. This is a huge game and a bit of an anticlimax. We'll get the bounce again. But yeah, the Tigers yet to drop a game this year. Clarence, of course, just with the one loss so far. And of course, being this with round 7, this is the end of the first cycle of games. So big quarter coming up to start this one. Cole funnels it back to Tompkinson. Hurried kick. Heads towards the outer side of the ground. Zeitzen first to it. Screws a kick back inboard. Finds Cole. Met heavily. Working his way through there was Jack Preshaw. That's the other thing that's important to note with this Clarence outfit. They've been able to start this season really well. They probably haven't been firing the last couple of weeks, Bo, but they've been able to get wins, and they've been able to bank some wins with some key players out. So today's going to be an intriguing test for them. I think Cole might have been taken after he disposed of the football. Looks like he was, so he'll handball the ball off to Griggs. Lockie Griggs pumps it inside 50 for Kingborough, looking for a target. Green floats back and does what Sam Green does so well. Takes the mark, switches the footy, gets it out to his captain, Jared Harper. Harper chips a kick over the top, mark taken. And we've got the ball in the hands of Ruben Tompkins. High ball down the line, flying high there was Garland in the long sleeves today, unable to take the grab, and one late change for Clarence. Bo, it was, I'll get you to fill us in on that late change as well.
Yeah, Wade Wall in and Brendan Hay, is it out? Yeah, so Wade Wall comes into the side this week, and let's hope that he can really just see another throw in. Let's just hope that he's all right, who's obviously out, but Wade Wall comes into the side to bring a little bit more depth.
Yeah, a bit of experience and that extra height as well. I think the idea of having Wade Wall in is probably to help manage the height of this Kingborough team. We know that they really like to expose teams with the likes of Gardner and Tompkinson around the ground. So Wall will no doubt have a big role to play today in support of Sam Green. College takes it cleanly, kicks it inside 50, looking for a target. A little too much on it for either Gardner or Carter, but it's an awkward one for the Clarence defence. Wade Wall has the footy, kicks it over the top. It's a cruel bounce, but in the end, all works out okay. Harry Fisher unable to trap it, over and out for a throw-in. left forward pocket for the Kingborough Tigers.
I'm going to put the spotlight on the forwards for Clarence this week. Oz, they've kicked 11 behinds last week, a little bit better than their Glenorchy game, but let's hope that they can find a little bit more consistency in the two big sticks as opposed to the left and right of them.
Here in the middle, Lovell, just in the long sleeves today. Sees that one over and out. So another stoppage inside attacking 50 for Kingborough. So many avenues to go for the Tigers as well, aren't there, with College and Zeitzen. Zeitzen stepping up to TSL level this year, and College really becoming a bona fide TSL player. Of course, he was named in the state squad a week or so ago as well, which was a huge accomplishment for him. Here, Harper just barrels the ball out into space, but the first one to it is going to be a Kingborough player there in Donnelly. Donnelly, another player in that state squad, kicks it inside 50, looking for Campbell. Green doing well behind the ball, a couple of touches early. He goes and finds Harper. Jared Harper cuts the ball back inboard. Doing really well there was Eddie Cole, just got a crucial hand to it. Plenty of players around this football. The umpire will come in to intervene. Of course, two other big games happening across the state this afternoon. We'll get some updates across the course of the afternoon. The early game, 1 o'clock at Windsor between Lonnie and Glenorchy. Up the highway at North Hobart Oval, it's the Demons taking on the Northern Bombers. Cole had a couple of goes at that one. Umpire eventually will come in to claim the football. So it's going to be Green against Tompkinson. Fascinating matchup, this one. Tompkinson wins it down, looking for Campbell. Campbell gets it off to Lockie Clifford. Clifford stops, steadies, shoots for goal. Clifford gets the scoreboard moving for Kingborough. A fantastic bit of composure. Could have blazed away, but backed himself in, did the skipper. That's a lovely finish for goal. Lockie Clifford, just a terrific captain and a fantastic midfielder for the Kingborough Tigers, isn't he, Bo?
Yeah, well, he's coming off 30 and 10. Obviously, they've had the bye last round, but he's been so instrumental for the Tigers and their success so far. So to get the first goal on the scoreboard will definitely give Kingborough a lot of momentum going into this game, and just the unsung heroes for Kingborough, I think, are going to do it today. Oz?
Yeah, Clifford, he's genuine star of the comp, but probably doesn't get the plaudits of guys like Kieran Lovell. He's so important to this team, though. I know they love him down at Tigerland. Clarence kicked the ball towards 50. Couple of hurried handballs, kicking in the direction there of the deep forward, who then lays a strong tackle. It was a good effort there from Daniel Cooney, who's on senior debut. Son of a gun, Gavin Cooney, and fringe member of the Devil squad over the years as well. Cooney's such a famous name in the red and white of Clarence. The ball's thrown in. Tompkinson just slaps it down in the direction of the boundary line. Webb will see it over and out. Might have even been on the full if it came off his foot. It did. So free kick going the way of the Clarence Roos. Preshaw kicks it to a dangerous spot. Up and presenting, this is Preshaw, I should say. Now it's in the hands of Cooney. Kick towards goal, bouncing, missing to the left-hand side. A hurried opportunity through for a minor score. So Elijah Reardon bring this ball back into play. The competition's absolute stars down back. Takes his time. Kicks it to the outer side of the ground. Good mark taken there from Tompkinson. He's got Lovell offering some run. Lovell stops, props, run himself in a little bit of trouble. Gets himself out of it, kicking in the direction of Gardner, who reads that so well. Takes it on his chest, uncontested in the end. He gets a kick back inboard to Webb. Opportunity now for Kingborough. James Webb lowers the eyes, looking for his target there in Carter. Scrapping away at ground level. College gets it off. Here's a chance for Kingborough. Brereton's involved, so too Tyler Carter. Wrapped up in a big tackle. Good defensive pressure there from Liam Howard, who gets the free kick back for Clarence. There's a lot of long sleeves out there for Clarence today, Bo. Often you look at the long sleeves as the point of difference as a commentator, and today it's probably more of a question of who isn't wearing the sleeves.
It is absolutely freezing outside today, Anthony. I don't know how everyone will be rugged up on the couch at home watching this live stream. Good to see that there are a nice little crowd building down at the Twins.
Griggs takes the grab, gets the handball off quickly, gets it off to Lovell. Lovell bangs it towards half forward. Carter's got some work to do here because with the sit was Howard, who takes another good mark. He goes short. Another short kick. This time finds Jack Preshaw. Preshaw takes off a risky kick. Gardner takes the mark. He's got options if he wants to go long now, Marcus Gardner. Kicks in the direction of Carter, but didn't get the contact he would have wanted. And that's Howard's maybe third mark so far of the contest. He gets it off to his teammate. Short kick. Finds Harry Fisher. Handball's back off to Blake Harper. Steady build up here for Clarence. Works out okay. Gets it to Colin Garland. Garland wheels and goes. Launches the ball inside 50. One-on-ones there. Holmes. Was he being infringed with? He was. Free kick going the way of Noah Holmes. I know you said, Bo, that you're going to put a close look on the Clarence forwards this afternoon, and we saw Garland involved in that contest, and now Noah Holmes. They've got big jobs to play today.
Yeah, the way he's been kicking so far, you wouldn't put your house on it, but he's obviously the star of the competition, and he's kicked a lot of bank goals so far, so it'll be nice for the Clarence Roos to get a point in front and really bring some momentum in this term.
So Noah Holmes begins his approach to goal. He likes it straight away. The Roos get there first. They move to 1-1-7 and do take a 1-point lead. Kingborough, 1 straight 6. Noah Holmes, as you said, he's such a talented player and has had a really good season. Some of his kicking for goals let him down a little bit this year, but that'll do his confidence the world of good. And Clarence, they find themselves 1 point in front.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting game today. I've done a bit of research on the trusty old Premier data, and it looks like they both really like a kicking, I guess, style of game. Both Kingborough and Clarence with a lot of uncontested marks, shifting the ball down the ground, and it's going to be really interesting to see two similar game styles go head-to-head this afternoon.
Certainly will. Come back into the middle of the ground. Green wins the tap.
If anyone's going to have a big day this afternoon, it's going to be Sam Green. 27 touches, 22 hitouts, 10 clearances last week. He's been big this year.
Keegan Ryan moves the ball on quickly, bangs it inside 50, filling the hole, Godomski. That's a brave mark, especially when we've got Noah Holmes coming like a freight train behind, but that's a good grab there from Godomski. Has the ball, defensive 50. Kicks to the outer side, opens the door though, chance here for Clarence. Kick comes back in, dangerous spot. The Roos launch the ball towards 50, Holmes is there, so too Garland, no one able to take the mark. Reardon, handballs over the top, Webb gets it out. This is Brereton, kicks it down the line. Mark not taken. Tompkinson comes in for support, funnels a handball out. Good smother. Now it's Kieran Lovell. Lovell out to his teammate there in Golding. Golding kicks inside 50, mark taken by Green.
So agile, Sam Green.
Yeah, he works so hard as well. Green and Howard are proving to be a bit of a thorn in the Tigers' side down back at the moment. Slow and steady here from Clarence. Of course, this is the venue and the matchup of what was a classic preliminary final last year. Went right down to the wire. That was a Marcus Gardner kick in the dying stages that put Kingborough its first senior grand final berth. Hoping we get a game of epic proportions of a similar level this afternoon as well.
Certainly looking like it. Already only 1 point in it thus far.
Yeah, nice tight footy early on. Two teams that'll likely feature towards the pointy end of the year. Gardner wins the tap down. Ryan comes one way, the other way there. As the Tigers is Green. Gets the ball, goes back inboard to Norton. Norton with the overlap run. Here come the Roos. Kick goes inside 50. Couple of targets are there. Ollie Preshaw. Such an athletic mark. Looked like he had almost no right to claim that football, Bo, but he just stuck the mitts out and the ball stuck.
Well, you can see him, his leading pattern at the bottom of the screen when and they had it just on the brink of 50, and I really liked that running pattern there. He worked so hard to get forward, and then to have the back, I guess, position on his man to push him a little bit under the ball, and I guess take a really nice mark going back. Great to see some intent shown by Clarence. Sorry.
It was a great mark taken by Preshaw. Kick is on the way. Lars Dyke said as soon as it leaves the boot, so Clarence get their second. Kingborough kicked the first goal of the afternoon, but Clarence have now kicked the second two. They find themselves 7 points up. Lovely kick there from Ollie Preshaw. It was a fantastic mark, and it was just that real slingshot football. They were moving the ball quickly. It was a steady approach on the last line of defence. Waited, then went bang, and it results in a goal.
And again, I really like his set shot action there. Looked really steady behind it. Just kicked through the ball, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to absolutely slot that. And seems like they might have got rid of their demons so far with their goal kicking. They've kicked two goals and obviously a point. So let's see if that pays dividends during the afternoon. But a really great start.
Certainly is. So to go back into the middle, pressure's really now on Kingborough. Clarence get the clearance once again. Kick towards 50, bouncing ball. That one will go over the line. But I might get you to give us a half-time score update from Windsor Park as well.
Yeah, 12-7, 79 to Launceston. To Glenorchy 1 goal, 1-7. Half-time there at Windsor Park. Obviously the City Park Radio team doing that game. They do a great job every weekend, as we see Tompkins grab it out of the ruck.
Ball in a dangerous spot here for the Kingborough defence. Reardon merges with the football. In the end, just kind of gave it up. And now he's got his hands back on it, Elijah Reardon. Tucks the footy under the arm. Takes a bounce. Takes a second bounce, Elijah Reardon. Takes a third. Just spills it at the crucial time. Gathers it again, Elijah Reardon. Shows some composure. Kicks it to his teammate. Opportunity still there for Kingborough. Kick goes inside 50. Bouncing ball. Big ball to win. Handball goes back. Opportunity here for the Tigers. Lovell has it at half forward. Gets it back to Griggs. Griggs kicks it inside 50 and a good mark taken there by College. I tell you what, there aren't many better sights in the TSL than Elijah Reardon bouncing off half-back like that, Bo Downham.
Well, I think if you'd had to pick someone to run off your half-back line in any team in the TSL or any comp for that matter, it'd be Elijah Reardon, because he is just so instrumental off the half-back line. It just finds himself in good positions in that run. Just no one could catch him.
College kicks not very well, it must be said, out of bounds on the full. But now that Elijah Reardon, I was getting so this might be a bit before your time, Bo. I remember Matt White from Port Adelaide kicked a goal of the year once, took about 6 bounces off half back, and it was giving off that sort of energy. That's going to be a 50-metre penalty, which Trent Bromley wouldn't be too pleased about. So see how Clarence go.
Yeah, I can remember the Matty White run there. Very similar, it must be said, but unfortunately the bounce just let him down. For Reardon as they shift the ball on the brink of 50. Unfortunately, just going out. Another boundary throw in here, so it's been a pretty well constructed game at the moment. Here as we just have nearly in the zone of 50 for the Roos.
Ball thrown back in. Campbell scrapping away. Tompkinson handballs it out. Griggs is there. Ball to win. Godomski tries to switch the football. Unable to do so cleanly. Chance here. Harper gets his kick away.
Really smart kick.
The Roos do well. They get it back to Garland, and just a couple of players lining up there. Harper, as you said, he decided just to retreat a couple of metres, and it's just set themselves up well now for Colin Garland to have a look at goal.
Yeah, he didn't rush as well, Harper there. It stayed composed. Sometimes you have to go back to go forward, which is the old cliche, which is what he did there, and then Garland just found a little bit of space. As we'll see him go for his first goal of the afternoon. He'll centre it short to Noah Holmes, who will line up for his second goal of the afternoon. been a pivotal part in this Clarence team so far this year, Noah Holmes. He's a big boy. They'll love it if he can get another goal here. And 13 points in front. Holmes. Nice slow little walk in. Not kick it too far out. He'll send it on the boot. And it'll just hit the right goal post on the outer side. So it'll be out on the full kick in. Long ball down the ground. Tompkins is there waiting. Green will just fist it. Hard to get a gauge on that. It's a nice crunching tackle there. You see a little bit of a scrap here. It's all happening here.
Yeah, plenty of feeling at the moment, isn't there, Bo? This game means so much to these two teams. It's thrown up.
Really well done there by the umpire, Brad Percy, to just get that scrap underway.
So the Tigers cut back in. Griggs has it at half back. Switches the football, gets it off to Donnelly. Donnelly kicks towards half forward. Mark's not quite taken. It's great to see Blake McCulloch back out there for Kingborough. Long-term injury. Good to see him back out there in the yellow and black. Harper kicks to a dangerous spot. Tompkinson is there. Norton keeps his feet, gets his kick away. Ryan trapped with the footy. Umpire says be a ball up.
Interesting ruck battle this afternoon. Tompkins and Green do battle. Tompkins wins the hit down. Green thumps it inside 50. Holmes has got 3-on-1 there. They know he's a big target down there for the Clarence Roos. He's so pivotal, as we just spoke about. And 3-on-1. It's a nice little win for Kingborough coming out of the half-back line. Green was over the top.
Green went over the top. Now at ground level. Ball goes and finds Ryan. Ryan looks to get the handball off. I think someone's boot might be sitting there, Bo. Not too sure who that is. We'll keep an eye on that. Godomski takes the mark at half back.
Keegan Ryan's boot there.
So 20 minutes in. Advantage the way of the Clarence Roos. Exiting 50. Tompkinson takes a good mark. It's going to be a fascinating battle, Tompkinson and Green. Goes towards half forward. Lovell tried to keep the ball in play. Just rolls out of bounds.
Still hasn't picked the shoe up there, Keegan Ryan.
They're just running around with the one boot. Looks like it is going to be a free kick going the way of Green. So Ryan offering a short option. Might pick up his boot while he's there. They're in play. Clarence looks to switch the footy. Ball goes out wide. In the hands of Bush. And a solid start to his TSL career as well, Bush. So the Roos just chipped the ball around. Ryan still running without the boot. Yep, kicks with the sock as well. Not a bad kick. Ball still in play. Preshaw has Godomski for company. Howard in there as well. Umpire will come in to intervene.
Still not going to get it.
Yeah, he's been told that he has to. Eventually, they want him to go to the broadcast side, but he's now going to go get his boot. So Preshaw has the ball, kick and a half away from goal. And Clarence do something here. The run comes off half back. Kick goes inside 50. Griggs at front, unable to take the mark. Dangerous spot though. Handball over the top there from Bush. Ball exits defensive 50 for Kingborough, but it might come back in. Preshaw has the footy. Kicks it. Mark taken there by Bush. So Bush has had a bit of the football the last couple of minutes. As the ball just outside 50, tight up against the boundary line. Opts to go for the handball. Wiley has a booming boot on him. Goes back to Jack Preshaw. Preshaw being corralled there by College. Eventually gets onto his boot as Preshaw. Kicks it to a dangerous spot. Preshaw is there of the Ollie variety. Ball now at ground level. Harper, met by a couple. And we'll have a stoppage just inside attacking 50.
Spent most of its time down in the Clarence 50. Probably about the last 5 to 7 minutes. To combat that Clarence as they go inside 50 again. Holmes has got 2 to beat, brings ball to ground. And again, just double teaming Holmes might be the way to go this afternoon for Kingborough.
Yeah, Bastiak got the kick out of defensive 50. Now on the ball in the hands of McCulloch. As I said, injured himself, and I think it was around 4 of last year. Great to see him back out there. Integral member of the Kingborough outfit. Executing the switch now to the Tigers. Griggs has it on the broadcast side. Kicks in the direction of his teammate there in Will Clifford. Will Clifford kicks it towards half forward. Campbell at ground level. Does trap the football. Gets it off looking for Cole. Cole's going to take the advantage. Eddie Cole towards goal. Ball in the end falls short. Ball still in play. Not quite sure how that happened. Might have got caught up in the breeze. Tompkinson kicks it off the ground and lets Wade Wall know all about it. The Tigers get their second. 2 straight 12. Plays Clarence 2-1 at 13.
Yeah, not sure how that didn't make the distance there from Edward Cole, but works out in the end for Kingborough. And Jack Tompkins, well, isn't he just having a great season, Anthony, for the Tigers up there forward, and goes in the ruck as well. Marcus Gardner and him, really nice ruck combination.
They certainly are. He's in some fantastic form, is Jack Tompkinson. And yeah, just able to kick the goal off the line there. But we know that it can be a bit of a fluky breeze here at the Twin Oval, so might have potentially played a role there in Cole's kick not quite making the distance. It looked like he was going to slam it home for all money, but didn't quite make it in the end. So we'll keep an eye on that as the afternoon progresses with the breeze as we exit the middle of the ground through Kingborough. Wiley met by a couple of Tigers, and I think it might be a high free kick. It will be. Infringing on that occasion, Zeitzen. Wiley has the ball. Reardon just punches it over the line. Good defensive stuff there from Elijah Reardon.
Yeah, instrumental this afternoon, Elijah Reardon. Obviously had a really nice pre-season by the looks of things. It's been really nice this year so far for the Tigers, and must be said, it looks really good every year he's played in the TSL, just running off half-back.
Yeah, he's just continued to develop, hasn't he, Elijah Reardon? Awarded with a spot in the state squad. His first year in the TSL back in 2019. He was part of the under-25s team that played the Vic Metro 25s team as well, and certainly was up to that level.
It's a big 2 weeks for these players in the state squad. Obviously, Oz trying not to get injured, but also put their best foot forward for their team. That's going to be a cracking game against Queensland at North Hobart Oval.
Certainly will on July 1. Don't envy Mav Weller trying to cut the squad down to a playing team. Running back with the flight there, brave stuff from Ryan Cowie. Reardon tied up against the line, outside of the boot. Kick goes inside 50, mark taken. This occasion by Oscar Paprotny. Paprotny goes inboard, finds Beerley. James Beerley kicks out wide.
Really good run there from Sam Green. We saw him, we tracked him along the ground, moving across to the other side. Really agile and great runner.
His work rates. Outstanding feature of his game. It's Clarence. Go from one side of the field to the other. Cowie. Finds Harper. Harper kicks towards half forward. Mark not quite taken there by Alomes. Clever kick back. Harper has it again.
Great to see him back. He came back for the Glenorchy game in round 6, I believe, or it wouldn't have been 6, it would have been 5 or 4. Great to see him out there, the captain of the Roos.
So Tigers exit defensive 50. Tied up against the line. Harper will see it over and out. No, you're right, he's been an integral part of the Clarence Footy Club for a long period of time now is Jared Harper. He's a key player under Coach Jeremy Webberley's reign. Now, Peter Ryan's right-hand man on the field as well. Gardner wins it down as the siren sounds for the first quarter. What's been a tense start to this game. Two teams just been feeling their way into the contest, and it's Kingborough leading this one, 2 straight 12. Clarence 2-1-13. So a 1-point margin in favour of the Clarence Football Club. We'll take a break here on the TSL live stream. Second quarter action coming up next. Welcome back to the Twin Ovals. Second quarter about to get underway. It's a 1-point margin in favour of the Clarence Football Club. 2-1-13, I should say. Plays 2 straight 12, the Kingborough Tigers. Entertaining start to this one so far. Get things underway to start this second quarter. A top of the table clash at the Twin Ovals. This game's had the intensity of a final early on as well. Free kick going the way of Campbell. Campbell drives the ball inside 50, looking for a target. Carter's there. Just goes through his hands. Carter looking for the free kick, gets the handball out, and it's going to be a free kick. He's an expert at that one, Tyler Carter. Did that really well, and he'll now have a golden opportunity to hit the scoreboard for the Kingborough Tigers Football Club. Slight angle, kicking from 35 to 40 metres out. This would be the perfect start to the quarter if he's able to kick it for the Kingborough Tigers. Carter begins his approach. Kick is on the way, and he nails it. Kingborough get the first goal within the opening minute of the second quarter. Tyler Carter kicks his first. Made the most of the opportunity that was presented to him, and the Tigers draw first blood. Nice finish there from Carter. So you hear the Tiger roar in the background down here at the Twin Ovals. So it only took a minute, and they've hit the scoreboard in the second quarter now of Kingborough. Campbell with the free kick in the middle of the ground. Drove the ball inside 50, and Carter although he didn't take the mark, was eventually rewarded with a shot on goal as well. So we go back into the middle. Tompkinson taps it down to himself, gets the kick away, bounces inside 50. College, first to it, unable to take it cleanly. Now laying the tackle is College. Reardon comes through the other way, gets it to Lovell. Lovell dances around one, kicks in the direction of Gardner. Does well, Gardner, the big fella at ground level. Gets the handball off. Webb meets Harper heavily in a clash of the number 8s. Advantage has been paid. Sam Green with ball in hand, feeds it off to Ryan. Keegan Ryan kicks down in the direction of Holmes. Godomski gets the handball away, finds Will Clifford. Will Clifford finds Cole, and Clifford might have been dealt with after he disposed of the football. Downfield free kick, or the mark paid, either way. College.
It's like Bryce Holmes has just moved to the back line there. Obviously, he plays up forward, half forward, sometimes deeper, but he's moved down to the back line.
We'll keep an eye on that. Good observation. Lovell against the line. Bealey does really well. Gets the handball off. Paprotny met heavily by Will Campbell. Campbell and Paprotny going head-to-head on that occasion. We'll have a throw-in just in front of us, broadcast position at the Twin Ovals. 5-point advantage in favour of the Tigers. Ball's thrown in. Ryan gets his kick away. Tompkinson traps the football. Has Garland for company. Cole, wrapped up heavily by Harper. Ryan gets it off. Ollie pre-shoulder, a bit of dash, met heavily in the Godomski tackle. Godomski's done the little things really well. There's some tempers continuing to flare off the ball. Here in play, flying shot on goal for Kingborough. That's going to be through. The goal's been kicked. There's plenty going off the ball as well, and it's all happening at the Twin Ovals. So the Tigers, they get their 4th goal. There's plenty going on at the moment in this game. There's plenty of feeling in it.
I think it might have been Max College.
Actually, I'm having a look. It might potentially not have been a goal. I'm just trying to get some clarity on what's happened. It looks like it was. We'll try and get some clarity here, see what's going on. Free kick now going the way of Clarence. Take the goal off just for the moment until we get some clarity. So, here in play, Will Clifford gets the kick away. Chance here for the Tigers. Carter streaming into the forward pocket, kicks on the way. Good body work from Carter. Juggles the mark. Did really well. Just moved Harry Fisher away from the football. Carter takes a strong mark.
Such a star, Tyler Carter. He's a bigger body down there in the forward line for Kingborough. They've done a really good job to get their forward structure right. As you see, Carter on the left, it'll bend back in and we'll go for behind, but really nice body work there from Carter. And equally down at the other end, Noah Holmes. It's battle of the full forwards this afternoon.
So the Roos will bring the ball back into play. Long ball. Griggs now has ball in hand. He pumps it inside 50, does Griggs. Gardner underneath it. Green coming one way, Lovell the other. Gardner. Paprotny does well, but that's a great tackle laid there by Cole. Keeps things alive for the Tigers. Griggs gets it back to Tompkinson. Tompkinson with an up and under, underneath the football. That's a fantastic mark taken there by young Harry Fisher. Good grab. Fisher. Calls of fish from everywhere. Exits defensive 50. Looking for Wiley, who takes a great mark.
Garland long down the line, but probably a little bit of a big kick.
Tends to go short instead, and that one punched over the line by Campbell over the top of Jack Tremaine. So we'll have a ball up just in front of the interchange gates here at the Twin Ovals. Ball thrown in. Tompkinson wins it down to Clifford. Clifford moves the ball on quickly. Kicks it towards half forward. Bealey with the punch. Jake Williams involved initially. Now it's going to be a free kick going the way of the Tigers. Kick goes inside 50 to a dangerous spot. Carter's at the back, unable to interfere with that contest, but the ball's now in dispute. Williams is going to be first to it. Does well, handballs over the top's a clever one. Finds Campbell. Will Campbell with a bit of room to move. Campbell for goal. Misses.
Really nice pick up there from Jake Williams. Sped his opponent to the ball, first to it, and that's something he teaches the junior coach, is a nice kick out. Clarence.
Garland. His kick away, but in the end just hits Eddie Cole on the chest, who is off the interchange bench. Free kick going the way of the Tigers. Next stoppage by run through a bit of a score update for us from the other two games is that kick looking in the direction of McCulloch. Wiley swoops on the footy. Now Popropny with ball in hand. Gets the kick away, looking in the direction of Garland. Tied up against the line, Gadomski. He's playing a really good game so far as Lockie Gadomski. He has the ball, defensive side of the wing. Had Garland bearing down, got his kick away. This will have a stoppage just in front of us on the broadcast side.
Yeah, so up at Windsor Park this afternoon, that game started at 1 p.m. Launceston 98 to Glenorchy's 8. North Hobart 13-31 there in... that game started at 2 o'clock as well, and obviously in this game 20-13. So North Hobart will be looking to get a win there down at their home ground, but
something to look up against at the moment. North Launceston have dropped a couple of games early, but have been one of the form teams of the comp in recent weeks. So this ball is thrown back into play. Gardner down only as far as Green. O'Neill. Now Popropny. Now Reardon.
Looking to play a little bit, looking like he's playing a little bit more around the ball here, Elijah Reardon, as opposed to half back.
Gardner wins it down, finds Eddie Cole. Cole around the corner, looking for a target inside 50. Presenting was College, and I think he might get the free kick. Over the shoulder is the umpire's call. Infringing on that occasion was Bryce Alomes, and you're right there, Bo. Bit of a different look for Bryce Alomes. Spending a bit of time down back, although that contest didn't go his way. That's probably a positive sign for his development as well, having a crack down in defence too.
Yeah, multi-positions always looks good on your resume, and also playing down in the back line, it's not easy, but you just need to stem the flow here as we see College work his way through this. It'll go to the right of face for another behind here. 3-3-21 plays 2 goals, 1, 13 here.
So almost 10 minutes gone in the second quarter. This top of the table clash. Clarence yet to kick a goal in this second quarter. Tyler Carter with the only goal of the quarter so far. Wall's kick goes down the line. Mark taken there by Holmes. Moves the ball on quickly there, does Noah Holmes. Inside 50, Garland. Will Clifford has the football. Able to get the handball away before the Garland tackle took full effect. Bastick with the handball out wide. Scrapping away here, the players from both teams. Desperate stuff, tied up against the boundary line. Umpire will come in and intervene. So we'll have a ball up, far side of the ground. Gardner against Holmes. Gardner won it down. Cole just scrapping away, but Jack Preisha emerges with the football, not before being tackled. Great defensive effort there from James Webb. Some cries of 50 from the Kingborough faithful. Umpire doesn't agree. Webb goes short and finds Gardner. Gardner drops a handball off to Lovell. Lovell tied up against the line. Mark taken by George O'Neill.
Just such a silky player there, Kieran Lovell. I've only watched him for a few weeks, but just looks so calm with the ball.
Yeah, good decision maker as well. Green does a great job taking the mark over the top. Tompkinson had a plea that he might have touched it. Umpire didn't think that way. Howard has the ball down back. Carter closing quickly. Just did enough to influence the kick. Mark taken now by Clifford. Clifford's going to go short. Chance here for Kingborough. I think their way through. Kick goes out wide, and College found himself with plenty of room. He takes the mark on his chest. One of the competition's sharpshooters so far this season, Max College. He'll now have a look to kick his first goal of the afternoon and extend Kingborough's lead.
Look, we saw him debating whether to go back and lead out again. He's found some space again on Bryce Loams, who having a tough initiation down in the back line as we see College again have another shot in about 2 minutes. He'll line up there. Kick's looking good. Won't make the distance.
Green unable to take the mark. Tompkinson keeps it alive. Clarence probably would have been content to see that through for a minor score. You can see Green actually telling himself he should have just paddled it over for a minor score. Learning for him. So, looks like Green will compete against Carter. Down to Cole. Eddie Cole. Hurry kick towards goal. That one just went straight up and down the chimney. Punched through for a minor score. So 3-4-22 the Tigers. Clarence 2-1-13.
They learned from their mistakes there. Clarence just punched the ball over.
Preshaw brings the ball back into play. Long kick out in the direction of Holmes. Beating him to it though was Donnelly. Kingborough vice captain. Donnelly wheels and goes. Launches it inside 50. Tompkinson's there, so too Carter. Free kick is going to go the way of the Kingborough Tigers. It's going the way of Tompkinson. Wade Wall looks to be the one who's infringed, and Tompkinson will have a shot from point blank range. This to kick his second goal of the afternoon.
A very big body there. Jack Tompkinson, big unit. Nice ruckman, nice forward, and it's never easy playing on him, especially with Wall who's just come into the side, as we see Tompkinson line up. Point blank, and shanked the ball.
Yep, he didn't kick that well at all, Jack Tompkinson. He didn't like it as soon as it left the boot. So, big opportunity goes begging. Clarence let off the hook there. 10 points the margin. 23 plays 13. Bit uncharacteristic there from Jack Tompkinson. Point blank range. So James Beerley to bring the ball back into play for Clarence. In the competition's more consistent small defenders. Kicks it in the direction of Holmes, unable to juggle the mark. Griggs got it back. Hurried kick towards the forward pocket. Some cries of deliberate. The umpire says that will be a throw in. Just in front of us here at the Twin Ovals. Sunshine bathing the ground. Fantastic venue for TSL footy. The breeze can sometimes wreak a bit of havoc, but a great ground nonetheless. The ball's thrown in. Tompkinson wins it down, finds Clifford. That's Clifford of the Lockie variety. Kick towards goal. Hits the post. That was sneaky closer than many thought it would have been. That's another behind. 3-6-24.
Sorry to interrupt there. Just silver service there from Tompkinson down to Clifford.
Certainly was. The ball comes out of defensive 50 there from Malones. Reardon takes the advantage. Pumps it inside 50. Tompkinson's there, so too Carter. In the end, Howard just got the fist in at the crucial time. Over and out. And we'll have a throw in. Right forward pocket. Looking at the goal face if you are a Kingborough Tiger. Ball to be thrown in. Comes in now. Carter up against Green. Carter wrapped up quickly, got it away. Opportunity here for them. Clifford, a flying shot once again. There's been an umpire's whistle though. Bit of confusion, but it is going to be a free kick going the way of the Tigers. So the advantage was paid. The mark was taken on the line by College, but instead it will be brought back. The umpire had already blown the whistle. So a free kick going the way of James Webb. 45-degree angle. Kicking from about 45 metres out from goal. Former Glenorchy and Signet player. A silky operator. Started this year in strong form. In the state squad. Webb. Kick is on the way, and he likes it straight away as well. They break a run of behinds by kicking a goal. 4-6-30 the Tigers. Clarence 2-1-13, and Bo Downer, the majority of this quarter has really been played inside Kingborough's attacking 50.
Well, yeah, I was just about to mention that, Anthony, so you read my mind, but just repeat entries there for Kingborough. If it didn't go out, it just stayed in there. I don't think it's been in Clarence's half for a good minute. A good while, I should say. They need to get it back on their terms and use their midfielders. Just hack it forward, but it's really hard. I did see Marcus Gardner long down the line for a hack kick if it was to come out.
So we go back into the middle. It's a 17-point margin in favour of the Tigers. Ball's thrown up. Tompkinson and Green. Probably split the honours on that occasion. Green wrapped up by Tompkinson. Did he have prior opportunity? The umpire says he did. Free kick going away of Tompkinson, who's playing like a man possessed at the moment. He kicks it inside 50, looking for his target. Zeitzen unable to take the mark. Opportunity still alive though for Kingborough. Tied up against the pocket. Wall. Happy to see that one go over his head. Out of bounds. Another throw in. Left forward pocket. Tompkinson, just his competitiveness at ground level, it's just immense. Combination of Tompkinson, Gardner, and Carter, certainly creating and causing some headaches. As the ball's thrown in. Carter, clever little tap down. Handball out in the direction of Webb. Webb just got his handball away. Norton stops and props and then kicks to the presenting captain in Jared Harper. So you're right, they've barely got the ball beyond the halfway line to this point in the last 5 or so minutes of Clarence.
You see the top of the screen there. It'll be a free kick goal. It's actually pointing at Jack Tompkinson. No one had manned him up, so if it was to go long down the line, he would have been a free man to switch over to the play and take a grab.
Yeah, so instead we'll have a downfield free kick. So the player was taken off behind the ball. So the Tigers kick inside 50. Good mark taken there by Keegan Ryan. A really strong contested mark. Hands it off to Bealey. Bealey cuts his way through the middle of the twin ovals. Mark taken by Will Clifford. Will Clifford's been good so far today. He gets it across to Donnelly. Donnelly pumps the ball in the direction of Campbell, who takes a good mark. Aerial prowess on display. Campbell kicks the ball to the top of the goal square where Tompkinson is unable to take the mark. Ball now at ground level. Big ball to win. Two teams scrapping away. And we'll have the ball up. 10 metres out from the goal square. Carter gets it down. Potentially taken high. The umpire will agree with that. Kick against Marcus Gardner, going the way of Keegan Wiley. Wiley opts to go short. Griggs was closing, but unable to interfere. Blake Harper with ball in hand. Harper kicks towards the boundary line. Mark taken there by Howard. Howard retreats back to Blake Harper. Harper goes short. Is this a chance? Keegan Wiley with a brave mark. McCulloch stood his ground. That's a really brave grab there from Wiley. It's going to be a 50-metre penalty. McCulloch deemed to have not quite done enough to get out of the way. And Wiley looks to have really had the wind taken out of his sails. We'll keep an eye on that. Howard's going to take the football. He kicks it inside 50. A bit of a wobbler. That might be a mark. So Keegan Ryan takes a bit of a miraculous mark and a 50-metre penalty. So some ill discipline creeping in. There's plenty of feeling in this game, and the Clarence Roos, they're going to kick a goal against the general run of play. Keegan Ryan, he's tried to kick that ball to Huonville. And the Roos, they get their third. 3-1-19, plays Kingborough 4-7-31. Some ill discipline there from the Tigers, Bo. Trent Bormler wouldn't be too happy with.
No, that was a really disappointing 50 there against the Kingborough defence. And look, they just look a little bit tighter there. Clarence, it's been really hard and probably a few free kicks going their way, but they fought through the wall the Kingborough defence, and again a few free kicks which Trent Bormelo won't like, but it does show that they can push through and try and maximise on the scoreboard.
So back in the middle, Clarence now get another goal. Kick goes inside 50, Reardon unable to reel it in, did a good effort of it, but unable to quite complete the mark. Harper swoops on the football, kick towards goal, Blake Harper, tied up against the line. Donnelly takes the grab just inside the field of play. Donnelly, play the percentages. Kicks instead to an open man in Eddie Cole. Cole with the switch. Godomski to his captain, Lockie Clifford. Clifford to Gardner. Nice build up here for the Tigers. Gardner back to Clifford.
Look, this is just a bit too easy here for Kingborough. A few open men out. It's really hard to get a gauge on how Clarence are defending at the moment.
The go inside 50. Reardon flew, unable to quite take the grab. Green gets the handball off. Tied up against the line, and they're taken over the line on now. So, yeah, it's a that was some just overlap, hard running, I think, there from Kingborough that was just able to open things up, going from defence into attack. Have a ball up here, just in front of us in the broadcast side of the ground. Good throw. Green handballs it off. Wall, back to Howard. Howard with a hurried kick. Reardon traps the football nicely. Somehow gets out of two tackles. Dodges a third. Elijah Reardon kicks it to a central spot. Green backing with it. Unable to take the ball cleanly. A bit of a cruel bounce. Harper gets his handball. A little too hot. Griggs will see it over the line.
Yeah, they're really lucky there, Clarence, that nothing resulted from that Elijah Reardon play. Probably should have taken him in a tackle there, but they'll live to fight another day, and hopefully they can shift this from the back 50 to the D50 to try to create an opportunity for their big guys in Holmes and Garland.
Ball's in. Gardner wins it down. A little too hot for Clifford. Bealey comes in. Gets the handball over the top to Harper. Harper hacks a kick. Preshaw at the back. Just evades the tackle. Gets it off to Garland. Garland outside of the boot. Dinky kick towards half forward. Holmes impacted the contest and a little clumsily, according to the umpire. So free kick going the way of Blake McCulloch.
I think the Clarence midfielders have to be on alert here as Cole has it on the half-back line. Lockie Clifford's running the front of the stoppage. They have to put something there, as we see ball in his hands again, but they need to stop that run in front of the stoppage. As a really nice shift there. College couldn't grab it. He'll try and manoeuvre his way out. Harper taking him into tackle, and it'll be a boundary throw-in just on the eve of the half-time siren. So just watch Lockie Clifford here in the midfield for the Kingborough Tigers, number 1.
Yeah, he's such an expert at his craft, isn't he, Lockie Clifford? He's been excellent so far in this game. Cole moved off it by Ryan. Tompkinson lays the tackle just in front of the interchange gates. Umpire will take the football, let it roll on for a little while there, but eventually will come in to intervene. So, as you said, we're dying stages now of this quarter. It's been a funny old quarter. Kingborough dominated the majority of it. We should be further in front. Some missed opportunities. College, I think that might have been a throw. Free kick going the way of Blake Harper.
Cheeky dive to the knees there from Max College.
Ball in hand now, Bryce Alomes. Kicks out in the direction of Garland. Takes a really strong mark and a couple to beat. Did well. Garland moves the ball on quickly, looking for Preshaw. Just lost his footing. Godomski taps it back on, finds Will Clifford. Preshaw now runs through. See it over the line. Preshaw and Griggs just exchange a little bit of a wrestle off the ball. Umpire says nothing in that. So Clarence to bring the ball back into play. Umpire's whistle now, though. What's the umpire's decision? It's going to be a 50-metre penalty. So there's a bit of feeling. Oh, and it might be a reversal. I think it will. So Will Clifford has the ball. There's a lot of feeling in this game as Clifford chips it over the top, chisels the ball out for Cole. Can see the Tigers supporters there at the Canberra. They're really involved in this game. There's quite the atmosphere down here at the Twin Ovals. 26 and a half gone in the second quarter. So much riding on every contest. It's a low-scoring game. Umpire now to throw the ball back into play. Just in front of the Rilkers supporters. Tompkinson down looking for Clifford. Clifford has one to beat. Umpire will come in to intervene.
This is ramping up to be an absolutely cracking game as we just see Garland getting stuck into a Kingborough midfielder, and it's all happening down here at the Twin Ovals. There's a lot of fight in this.
Yeah, I think the two coaches would just want the players to start to switch on a little bit and focus on the footy. Free kick going the way of Baxter Norton out of all of that. Norton finds Green. Green looks to move the ball on quickly. There's a hot footy, but mark taken by Keegan Wiley. Now Wiley's breeze doesn't cause havoc, almost within range.
This is a lot better ball movement as well from Clarence. Went quickly from the stoppage, move it forward, and found a nice mark there from Keegan Wiley.
So Wiley looks to load up. Doesn't quite get the distance he would have wanted, but Preshaw flies and takes the mark. Ollie Preshaw, such an athletic, mobile forward, takes the mark. An opportunity now to cut the margin back to one straight kick. Ollie Preshaw tied up against the boundary line, looking to kick his second goal. Taking his time, and it will be after the siren here for Ollie Preshaw. It does complicate things though, because it means he can't quite come around off his mark as much as he might have otherwise.
I think he's a left footer as well. We'll have to change up to the right here.
So Preshaw will just think his way through this. Set shot after the siren. Ollie Preshaw around the corner looking for goal. Misses to the near side. So an entertaining half of football. Clarence 3-2-20. Kingborough 4-7-31 in this game. And well, Bo, it's been a really interesting quarter. Kingborough at times looked like they probably should have been further in front, but at the break, they lead this one by 11 points. We'll quickly run through the goal kickers for Clarence. Singles to Noah Holmes, Keegan Ryan and Ollie Preshaw. While for Kingborough, we've got 4 individual goal kickers in Lockie Clifford, James Webb, Jack Tompkinson and Tyler Carter. So half-time here at the Twin Ovals, an 11-point margin in favour of the hosts. We'll take a break here for the main break. Second half action coming up next.
thought you were going to win this. I didn't. I was sitting there 3/4 going, oh, well, that's going on this. Worse than that, the awesome. What flog if I can tell you that? What's that? Fucking wing. So he's just a fucking flog. Yeah, so he's just a fucking flogger. Then he walked door. He turned around and looked at me. And then he goes, I just keep it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have went. But then he had it by the go.
Welcome back to the Kingston Twin Ovals. The second half about to get underway in this low-scoring, top-of-the-table clash between the Kingborough Tigers and the Clarence Roos. At the main break, it's Kingborough leading 4-7-31 to Clarence 3-2-20. But it must be said that third quarter, Bo, there was probably some opportunities for Kingborough to extend that lead even further. Yeah,
there was. It was trapped in their forward 50 for most of the second quarter, and they just couldn't capitalise on the scoreboard as much as they like. Trent Borman will definitely have something to say about that to his troops, but a really dominant display from Kingborough in the early minutes of that first, second quarter.
So back underway here at the Twin Ovals for the third term. Tomlinson agreeing that battle's going to remain fascinating as Campbell kicks it inside 50. Lovell looks to be resting forward. Zeitzen, spearing kick finds Cull. Not 15, so Cull has to play on. A wobbly ball. Green takes a good mark. Diving low. So Sam Green has a couple of options. In the end, just kind of kicks in the middle of everyone. Zeitzen funnels it back. Clifford over his shoulder. High ball inside 50 underneath it. Mark taken. There's a Loams who used to have, as you said earlier, Bo, good observation, spending more time in defence as Jared Harper has it on the defensive 50. Stopping and propping. Now just sets it up down the line. Keegan Ryan's there, but over the top, Godomski. He's playing a really good game. Godomski cuts back inboard. Good kick. Finds Lockie Griggs. Griggs, who started this season in fantastic form, found his way in the 41-player state squad. Goes inside 50. College unable to take the mark. Gets up and gets the football, though. Dishes it off to Campbell. Soup Campbell for goal! That's the statement from the Kingborough Tigers. They start the third quarter in style and extend the margin to 17 points. 5-7-37 Clarence, 3-2-20. A fantastic finish from Will Campbell there, Bo.
Yeah, look, it's just a little bit too easily there for Will Campbell. No real pressure on him from behind, running him down, but equally well done there from Kingborough to trap it back in. And it all started off with Lockie Godomski off just in front of the forward line, just in front of 50 to set it up, switch, go inboard, and find Campbell, who had a really nice afternoon. Will Campbell, obviously only his first goal, but he's been around the ground and a really important asset for the Kingborough Tigers.
Certainly he's such an important player as Will Campbell, but you're right, Lockie Godomski just flew high, took such a good mark and was able to set things up from there. He's been one of their better players this afternoon, Godomski. Don't know what the stats would say, but I think regardless, his impact has been enormous. Green gets it off to Harper, who dances his way into a bit of traffic. Eddie Cole lays the tackle, and the Tigers are playing with a ferocity at the moment. Handball goes inside 50 there from Webb. Bouncing ball. Trying to trap it there was Williams. Numbers should favour Clarence as Green fans it out wide and finds his captain in Harper. Harper looks to move the ball on quickly. Handball's over the top to Jack Preshaw. Preshaw kicks it to his cousin Ollie. Ollie Preshaw just assessing the options. Kicks towards 50. Holding free kick going the way of the Tigers. Will Clifford to the middle of the ground. Finds his cousin, Lockie. Lockie, Clifford outlined to Jake Williams. Williams drives the ball inside 50. Tompkinson tried to get himself over the top, unable to do so. Carter's handball lands in the arms of Tompkinson off the bounce. Wade Wall wraps him up. And I think the two big fellas would be happy to take a quick breather. Umpire will come in and throw this ball up inside attacking 50 for the Tigers. Ball goes up. Carter v Green. One thing Green's done really well today is nullify Carter taking the ball out of the ruck inside 50. Griggs has the ball. Lowers his eyes, goes short, and finds Lovell. A couple of long-sleeve Tigers combining. Lovell wheels and goes. Lovell looking towards goal. Kieran Lovell! If you don't mind, Lovell from downtown. Kingborough get another. And the second half is starting with a wave of yellow and black. Bo Downham.
Yeah, again, just really nicely set up. Kieran Lovell. Probably not enough enthusiasm on the line there from Clarence to try and hit that over, but Tompkinson kept his man out of it. Really well done, really good footy smarts, and he's had a great afternoon, Kieran Lovell. We obviously said a little bit of doubt coming in to this game, and we actually were quite surprised when we saw him run out into the middle, but again, he's just continuing on his form from 2 weeks ago. He had 18 clearances, 32 touches, and then that was 2 weeks ago, and then today he obviously is a big ball magnet for the Kingborough Tigers in their midfield, and he's just having a really good afternoon.
Certainly is. So back in the middle. Green kicks it off the ground, almost to 50. Harper funnels a handball back. Bit of pressure being applied. A few words being exchanged. Harper will take the footy.
This is what they need their forwards to fire. Garland's just standing there. He's not creating a lead. He would have liked the mismatch as we see the missed kick, but they need their forwards to start leading up with the ball.
Ball up against the line, over and out. He's just trying to catch the end of the Lonnie Glenorchy game, Bo. I know Jake Hines was on the lookout for 10 goals. He definitely has kicked 9. I'll try and get an update for you soon to see whether he kicked 10. So back here at the Twin Ovals, Kingborough leading by 23 points. 2 goals early in this third quarter. Really broken this game open. Pressure now well and truly on the Roos to see whether they can respond. Gardner wins it down. Hurried kick away. Numbers here should favour Clarence. They do. Just tackled as he got rid of the football. Williams now scrapping away at ground level. Has Paprotny for company. Still got the handball away, but the umpire had already blown the whistle.
Quiet afternoon by Jakey Williams standards. He'll look to get into the game this second half.
Ball tapped down. Ryan, handball over the top. Harper, wrapped up in a tackle. Jack Preshaw slapped it back. Campbell came through the other way. He's met heavily.
Yeah, look, they just can't find a way out of a way to transition out of the defensive 50 here. Clarence, proving difficult. As we see another tap up. Green jumped over the top of Gardner. Kicking forward was Lovell. Just a tumbling ball forward here for Kingborough. Williams getting involved. The ball up inside 50 here for Kingborough.
Ball's thrown up. Green against Gardner. Gardner wins it down. Ryan just got a hand to it. Bottom of the pack. They continue to scrap away. Bottom of that pack was James Zaitson, one of a number of ex-Signet players running around for Kingborough this season in the TSL. Tompkinson, wrapped up by Wall, got his handball away. Wiley's going to be first to the football. Swoops on it. Kick is a little short, little scrappy. Clifford gets the handball off to Kieran Lovell. Lovell thought about the first kick, eventually got the handball off to Griggs, who then just bombs it inside 50. Couple of players fly. Carter's at ground level. Carter trying to draw the free kick. Umpire won't pay it on that occasion, but that's what Tyler Carter likes to do. He knows exactly what he's doing as well.
Certainly does here.
Green v Tompkinson. Neither ruckman able to touch it in the end. Hurried kick out of defensive 50 now for Clarence. Running back with a flight and taking the mark is that man, Lockie Godomski. He is playing a very strong game of football. Godomski tracks it back to Donnelly. Garland lost his footing. Donnelly's kick out towards the boundary. Campbell's there, and we'll see it roll over and out. So I might get you to give us a full-time score from the Windsor Park game in just a moment as well. As we see this ball thrown in. Harper, wrapped up by Campbell. Have a stoppage.
Yeah, Launceston 19 goals, 16, 130. So Glenorchy 3 goals, 5, 23. And full time up there, so well done to the City Park Radio team and Launceston for getting the win.
Yeah, it looks like Glenorchy just put the clamps on Lonnie a little bit in the last quarter, but certainly the damage well and truly done. As here at the Twins, mark taken. Jake Williams, you called for him to lift, Bo, and he looks to have done that. He's got the ball on right about 50 from the time he kicks it. Chance to further extend Kingborough's lead.
It's my man, Jake Williams, played a lot of cricket for Glenorchy, where I do a little bit of stuff there and love his work ethic. He's obviously come from Signet and Claremont, as he'll stride in here, kicks on the way, it'll drift to the right goalpost with, we were talking about that breeze before, Oz, and 6'8", 44 plays 3-2-20. So let's see if Clarence can shift it from their back half, try and create an opportunity for their forwards in Garland, and Noah Holmes has been reasonably quiet this afternoon.
All up in the air. Reardon flew, unable to pull the mark in. Elijah Reardon took to the sky, unable to take the mark, but there are a few players that are as watchable in this competition as Elijah Reardon. We saw him go on his dash through the middle earlier as Murray Bastick takes the footy. Number 19, like Elijah Reardon, an ex-Signet player. Bastick kicks it inside 50, spots up Carter. Tompkinson with a nice slide in the background, but Carter takes a strong mark above his head. He'll now have a look at trying to become Kingborough's first multiple goal kicker of the afternoon, 10 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, look, this is a real sliding doors moment here for Clarence. They need to get some sort of scoreboard pressure on as we see Tyler Carter, who's a left footer, line up for goal. The breeze we've seen is doing a little bit as he'll nice lethargic entry in, and he likes it off the boot, Tyler Carter. So he's kicked 2 this afternoon, and Clarence project their lead to 30 points.
Yep, so nice finish there from Carter. As you said, just his cool, calm approach towards goal. It works. He gets his second. The margin goes out to 5 goals. And well, Kingborough, they're really doing the talking so far. They've kicked all 3 goals of this quarter. Played 11 minutes of footy. 30-point lead in favour of the hosts. A lot of work for Clarence to do from here.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what Clarence can do, really. They're going to put some young bucks into the midfield with, looks like Blake Harper in there. Pardon me if I'm wrong, though. It is Blake Harper and Baxter Norton, who's been pretty good for Kingborough's. Brad Percy has a nice bounce of the ball favouring Kingborough. Campbell, who's kicked a goal this afternoon, will be wrapped up in the tackle. So 11 minutes gone here, and big moment looking towards Kingborough 50, but again, a ball up here. Green and Gardner do work. Gardner gets it to the front position. Kicking out of the air was Edward Cole. Lovell, he's had a big afternoon today, and he'll get wrapped in a 2-man tackle from Clarence. Gardner tapping it down. Leg was up. Brewer. Again, we just have a repeat stoppage in the centre square near the outer wing. Gardner taps down. Campbell following that ball again. Nice little block from Cole. Coming forward was Wiley, and again, another ball up.
The Tigers, they're well and truly up for this contest. It's going to be interesting to see how this midfield battle unfolds across the remainder of this quarter. Jack Preshaw needs to do more of that sort of stuff. Explodes from the stoppage, but his kick, he had the pressure coming from Campbell. Kick only goes as far as Blake McCulloch. McCulloch goes inside 50. Zeitzen held his ground, trying to gather the football cleanly as Zeitzen. Paprotny does well. Zeitzen wraps him up. Paprotny holding on for dear life, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up right on the goal line.
Been a bit quiet today, Oscar Paprotny. Hopefully he can lift for Clarence' sake.
Ball's thrown up. Green taps it down. Flirting with danger here are the Roos. Handball off in the way of Green, unable to trap it. Tyler Carter sees him over the line. We'll have another stoppage deep inside, attacking 50.
Big day for Tyler Carter. Pretty sure he just came back in the lineup a few weeks ago. My first time commentating him, and he's been so important for them up forward for the Tigers as we see Carter and Green again. Carter tapped behind him. Taking in a strong tackle from Tompkinson, who's had a big afternoon. He's just so strong and athletic around the contest. You see a throw up about 20-25 metres out from the Kingborough goal.
Just an update from Windsor Park. It was 9 goals for Jake Hines in the end, unable to quite get his 10th as Lovell lays the tackle.
Ball's just living in Kingborough's 50 at the moment here, Anthony, as we see another ruck contest. No one really get their hands on it. Wade Wall. Harper taking in the tackle was Golding, and Harper will be rewarded for it.
Yeah, looks like a throw, I think, from Eddie Golding on that occasion. Free kick going back, so Clarence just hemmed into their D50 at the moment. Find an escape route via Green. Green chips the ball down the line to find Garland. Garland just hoists the ball towards Noah Holmes. Donnelly does well, punches it decisively over the line.
They'll be really confident there, Kingborough. They've double-teamed Noah Holmes nearly every time it's gone inside 50, and to win a one-on-one battle there certainly installs a lot more belief than they would already have, being 5 goals up in front.
Ball's thrown in. Gardner taps it down expertly. Down to his teammate, who's wrapped up in the tackle. It's Eddie Golding. It's a free kick going the way of Jack Preshaw. He's just started to lift a little bit in recent moments, the midfield bull. Preshaw assesses his options. Opts to go uber short to Norton, who's asked to play on. Norton bangs the ball inside 50. Underneath it, competing there was Bush, unable to get the ball cleanly. Godomski dashes around one, gets the handball out in the direction of his teammate in McCulloch, who can't trap it cleanly. Campbell scrapping away, just pushed his opposing player out of the way. Umpire now coming to intervene. So it looks like, we can talk to Peter Ryan about this in the next couple of weeks. Clarence have the bye next week, but it appears that Loams and Bush have just swapped positions this afternoon for the majority of the game. Bush spending more time inside 50 and Loams in D50. Campbell potentially held with the footy. He was, and then he wraps up Norton thinking he was trying to play on. Umpire says, no, Sam Green, you've got the footy. Green spears one short to Keegan Ryan. Harper, long inside 50 in the Garland direction. Bastick does well just to trouble him off the football. Well done, Murray Bastick. Trying to move the ball on. Garland scrapping away as well. That's a big win there for Murray Bastick, I reckon, Bowie. Certainly in terms of reputation across the comp, wouldn't be number one, but he did a great job there, Murray Bastick, to halt Colin Garland's approach towards the mark. Hurried kick away. I think it was from Clifford. Mark's now taken. Opportunity now through Cowie. Kick goes inside 50. It's an ugly scrubber. Cole, bright blue boots, gets it off in the direction of Griggs, who raffles it with McCulloch. Griggs wins out. Gets it off to Donnelly. Then Donnelly chisels the ball down the line. Not a great kick. It might work out okay because Cole's going to harass Baxter Norton. Lays the tackle. Now Norton returns the favour. And we will have a ball up as Eddie Cole goes to have a breather, swapping with Lockie Clifford. Almost 18 minutes gone here at Tigerland. 30 points the difference. Harper met in the Reardon tackle. Elijah Reardon's played a good game today. We'll have another stoppage.
His only fault was not taking that big clunk.
Yeah, not when he would even get up that high to even have an opportunity as Campbell emerges with the football. Kicks it inside 50, looking for Carter, coming through the other way. What a goal from Max College. Expertly roved, kept his cool, and finished with aplomb. Max College kicks his first goal of the afternoon, and Kingborough extend the lead to 6 majors. 8-8-56. The Tigers, Clarence, 3-2-20.
Although he hasn't hit the scoreboard until just then, Max College, I've really liked his game. He's taken a few good marks down the ground, progressing up. As we just see the scoreboard there, 8-8-56 plays 3-2-20. And I don't think Clarence have scored for a while. I can't exactly remember if they scored that last quarter.
You're right there, Bo. They are yet to hit the scoreboard this quarter. It's now 3-2-20 at half-time. Good observation.
They really need to start lifting here, Clarence, and need to produce something, but it's hard when you have Tompkins running at the back there, and Harper out to his wingman, and another Harper. He'll have a spearing kick forward as Borsman will get pushed over the line. And it'll be a free kick. Not sure quite what for, but he'll go inboard. Green can get it. Norton, don't argue. Can this set something up here for Clarence? Ryan. And then Keegan Wiley will find it all by himself in space. He'll kick forward in the Garland direction. Doesn't quite make it. Wasn't intended for him. And again, Kingborough just out of trouble with Kieran Lovell causing a nice little one-on-one play there against Oscar Popotny. College brings the ball to ground and running out of room there for Clarence was Preshaw.
So we'll have a ball in. just near the scoreboard here at the Twin Ovals, which at the moment would make for very pleasant reading if you are a local down beyond the southern outlet. Norton gets the footy. Handballs it back in. Bit of bounce coming off half back now for the Roos. Osborne had the handball there initially. Kick goes towards half forward. Donnelly applies enough pressure. The umpires just spotted something. Free kick going the way of the Kingborough vice captain Ben Donnelly. 2022 TSL Team of the Year fullback. Former Tassie Mariner. Donnelly kicks it towards half forward. A couple of players fly, no one able to pull the mark in. Lovell chipping little handball out. Wiley gets it though. Tremaine to Norton. To Ryan, who does trap the football. Chance now for the Roos as they launch it inside 50. A one-on-one over the back. Unable to take the mark. Gadomski gets the handball off. It looks like Alomes is back inside 50. Handball goes over the top. Chipping little kick. Bassick does well. Grabs the football and just kicks it out into space. One-on-one. Clever kick backwards finds Lockie Griggs, who just urges his teammates to take a moment to calm things down. His kick goes over the top and finds the captain, Clifford, further afield to Webb.
Just haven't been able to get a mark inside 50, Clarence. For most of the afternoon, they haven't scored since half-time, so they really need to find something. And that's a good mark from Preshaw. Kick just went over the top of his teammate. They'll look to just set that one up, and they do.
Oscar Paprotny has the ball inside defensive 50. Kicks it from where it originally came, but chopping it off and taking a good mark there was Zeitzen. James Zeitzen drives the ball inside 50 and laces out Tyler Carter. Carter gets some service on a silver platter, and the man they call Wob will look for goal number 3.
Yeah, nice kick there from Zeitzen. He's been a really hefty inclusion here for Kingborough Tigers, obviously coming from Signet. He's been a really nice pickup as we see Tyler Carter lethargically walk in. An attempt at his third. It'll go on line and they like it off the boot again. Tyler Carter has 3 and the lead extends here for the Kingborough Tigers to 42 points, Anthony. So what can Clarence do here to bring the momentum back, because they haven't scored since half-time?
You're right, yeah. I think a lot of it is really coming at the source, or if Clarence are winning at the source, they're just blazing away. Kingborough having a bit of a field day across half-back with the likes of Lockie Godomski, Elijah Reardon, and more recently Murray Bastick and Ben Donnelly really doing a lot of good work. But now they're in a bit of trouble now, the Clarence Roos. And Kingborough, they have this game really where they want it. They'll be looking to really keep the momentum up. They won't put their foot off the gas, but yeah, certainly laid a big challenge down to the Roos. Kingborough looking to go 6 games undefeated atop the ladder if they're able to get over the line today. Of course, if Clarence win, they'll be breathing right down the neck of the Tigers. Good chain of handballs as Clarence go inside 50. Scrubbing ball. Good pick up there. High up and under kick. Waiting for someone to emerge towards the goal square. And it's Colin Garland who pushed Murray Bastick out of the way. Quickly plays on Colin Garland.
Oh, no.
And he's missed.
That's just ridiculous.
Colin Garland thinks that was a goal. The umpire says it wasn't. So, bit of controversy there. But a minor score is the umpire's call, and that's what will go down on the scoreboard.
I'm not sure why he played on there, Cole Garland. They needed a goal desperately, and that's just really silly blazing away, which is what they've done for the better part of the afternoon.
Preshaw takes a mark at the back of the pack. He's got Jack Preshaw on right on 50, and that's where he goes. Jack Preshaw lays the ball out in front, looking for Holmes, unable to take the mark. Wrapped up in the McCulloch tackle. Now Jack Preshaw comes in for support. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. 25 minutes gone in the third quarter. This quarter has seen 5 goals, 1 for Kingborough and 1 behind for Clarence. Lockie Clifford. Brings the ball back over to the umpire. Holmes v Gardner. Clifford just got a foot to the footy. Williams did well. Got it off in the direction of his teammate there in Golding. Now Tompkinson tied up against the line. Bit of a tango with Wade Wall. Tompkinson got his kick away, but it had prior opportunity. Free kick going the way of Wade Wall. Clarence veteran.
Oh no.
Losing his footing there was Jack Preshaw. Mark taken by Lockie Clifford.
That's just really unlucky there, and I look to just waste a little bit of time on the clock here. Donnelly, he's had a really sound game down back. Obviously the Kingborough Tigers vice captain, and he'll look to send it long in the direction of Reardon, who might fly. Reardon drops the mark again. It's Zeitzen whips it up, and it'll be a three-quarter time break here. So Kingborough picking up where they left off, and it looks like someone's down behind the play here from Elijah Reardon's big grab. And I'm kind of thankful that he didn't mark that, because I would have looked a bit silly. Oz.
No, you had the moment, Bo. You had it all covered. He flew, soared to the heavens, but unable to pull it down. So three-quarter time, and Kingborough in a very strong position. They lead this one 9-8-62. Clarence 3-3-21. The goal kickers for Kingborough: 3 to Tyler Carter, singles to Lockie Clifford, Will Campbell, James Webb, Kieran Lovell, Max College, and Jack Tompkinson. For Clarence, it remains singles to Ollie Preshaw, Keegan Ryan, and Noah Holmes. We'll take a break here from commentary. Final quarter action coming up next.
Maybe not.
Welcome back to the Twin Ovals, the final quarter about to get underway in this one. And Clarence have a hell of a lot of work to do. 9-8-62 the Tigers, 3-3-21 the Clarence Roos. And Kingborough, as I said, in cruise control. They'll be looking to really ram home the advantage in this final quarter, while Clarence will look to try and make some inroads into this deficit. Green with a big punch out of the middle. Gardner funnels it off to Godomski. Godomski back to Campbell. Dancing his way through there was Will Campbell. Gets it off to Reardon. Reardon blasts the ball towards half forward. Running back with a flight, Ollie Preshaw takes a really good mark. I think that'll be a 50-metre penalty at will. Just making contact after the mark was taken. So Ollie Preshaw finds himself in the middle of the ground. Shipping kick, Reardon and Bastic raffle it between each other. No one able to take the mark. Cole gets the handball out to Reardon, who just kicks it out of thin air. Gardner unable to take it cleanly. Bastic goes in to provide some support. We'll have a stoppage just outside, attacking 50 for the Clarence Kangaroos. Clifford gets the handball out. Gardner slaps it away to Cole, who does well, eventually traps the footy. Handball back to Harper. Jared Harper, dinky kick towards half forward. Mark not taken. Reardon comes through the other way. Clifford's going to swoop on the loose football, but a free kick will go the way of Eli Reardon. Reardon to Gardner. Gardner in the direction of Tompkinson. A little too much on the kick for he or Wall. Wall gets a handball back. A clever little tap on there from College. Keeps the ball alive. Scrapping away there's Ollie Preshaw. He gets it back to Wall. Nice stuff there from Kieran Lovell. Just getting a hand to the footy as Harry Fisher's handball goes over and out for a throw-in. Attacking 50 here for the Kingborough Tigers. Ball thrown back into play. Another stoppage. Tackle laid there by Ryan. Umpire will take the footy. Eddie Cole wrapped up in the tackle on that occasion. Tap one down. Norton. Wrapped up by Clifford. Green taps the ball down to Tompkinson, who somehow dances his way through. Kicks towards goal. College flies, unable to take the mark. Preshaw has been thrown down into defence. Handball out in the direction of the Clarence player there in Harry Fisher. Green gets his kick away. Running back with a flight and taking the mark there was Tompkins. Wants to move the ball on quickly. Does so. Gets it to Wiley. Keegan Wiley pumps the ball inside 50. Good mark taken there from the young Clarence forward. And some positive ball movement there. And Daniel Cooney on debut takes a really good mark running back inside 50. And in what's been a tough afternoon for the Clarence Roos, this looms as being quite a moment. Young Daniel Cooney, son of Clarence legend Gavin Cooney, a famous Clarence name, on his senior debut, crosses the paint of 50. Daniel Cooney's kick towards goal misses to the near side, through for a minor score. 9-8-62, plays 3-4-22. 40-point margin in favour of the Tigers. Big contest forms on the outer side. Zeitzen unable to take it cleanly. Ball to be thrown back into play. It's Gardner against Green on this occasion. Gardner wins it down. Good tap. Preshaw first to the football though. His handball out towards the boundary. Cole wrapped up in a tackle. Did a bit of a twist. Eventually got the handball away. Golding's kick towards half forward. Spills to the back. Clarence just thinking their way through. They get the handball back in the direction of Ballsboom. Ballsboom goes back in. Paprotny's kick tied up against the line. Mark taken by Jack Preshaw. Flying high over the top were Griggs and Reardon. That one taken over the line. Griggs just stretching the legs while he's there. And we'll have another ball in. Gardner and Green. Just a bit of a stalemate. Plenty of repeat stoppages. Gardner wins it down. Paprotny. Green. Harper. Very interesting tackle there from Lockie Kodomski. Just wanted a bit of a piggyback. He's worked hard today, Lockie Kodomski. Probably does deserve a rest. Tap goes down. Clifford dances his way through, gets it to Gardner. Gardner back to Cole. Cole just slams it on the boot towards half forward. Bouncing footy. Tompkinson unable to trap it cleanly. Wade Wall turns it over only as far as Cole.
They've really struggled today going inside 50, Clarence, just because of the build-up. As you see, another man short there, and Lockie Clifford, who will send in the direction of Lovell, who will punch that out for a boundary throw-in in the Kingborough pocket, just outside 50. Yeah, look, it's been a really hard afternoon for Clarence. Going forward, I think they'd like to lower their eyes a little bit more instead of just blasting away inside 50 to a contest, and done really well to bring their ruckman back in front of the play. Kingborough, as we see, a tap down from Gardner. Cole picked it up, was tackled. No free kick paid. Everyone's stopped. So Preshaw will send it down the line. Ball to ground. Scrapping in there as a 2-on-2. Handball was out from Kingborough. And just slipping over there. So Marcus Gardner, the big guy, kicks it forward in the direction of Zeitzen. James Zeitzen will line up for his first of the afternoon. Extend this lead out to 46.
Clever kick there, wasn't it? Just knew that if he was to trap it with his hands, he was probably going to be tackled straight away. So just kicked it out of the off the ground, out of thin air. Sets up a golden opportunity.
Zeitzen looking to get his first of the afternoon, and as I said, extend it to 46. Kicks on the way. Coming back, so James Zeitzen loves it off the boot. 46 points the margin here, and Clarence just can't take a trick at the moment. James Zeitzen, really nice set shot kick for goal on the right foot. Came back a hell of a lot, and he's been so good coming into this Clarence lineup. 68 plays 22, 10 goals 8, 68 to 3 goals 4, 22. And Clarence have only scored 1 goal since the quarter-time break, Oz.
That's right, Bo. Yeah, it's all been Kingborough since then, and we saw it. Quarter-time, and there was some real tension bubbling away in this game. It feels like a lot of that has subsided quite a bit. A lot of that's just because Kingborough, at the moment, can't be stopped. Zeitzen, probably some reward for effort for him. As you said, he's been such an impressive acquisition for Kingborough, stepping up to play for the Tigers this year after a good couple of years down at the Port, and gets his scoreboard reward today as well. Trent Bormler said during the week that he doesn't always get the scoreboard reward, so nice to see him hit with a goal today as Lovell takes the mark. Lovell drives it inside 50. Zeitzen again! Can he kick 2 in a minute? Zeitzen around the corner, misses it.
Looks like Kieran Lovell's just shifted to the half-forward line, moving into the midfield on occasion, and probably just try and keep him well for next week.
Well, it's fascinating to see him playing, because we obviously Nick Baker not playing today, but we all thought that Baker and Lovell were going to be out. So we saw Lovell named in the team, but we assumed he'd just a late withdrawal. But Trent Bormler perhaps playing a few tricks, or maybe Kieran Lovell just had a miraculous recovery from his elbow injury last weekend.
With a deep heat.
Seems to always do the job, doesn't it? Deep heat and some duct tape as Griggs brings it back into play. Lovell overruns the football slightly. Now coming off half back is Tompkins. Ruben Tompkins kicks it towards half forward. Unable to take the mark. There was a Loams. Kick goes inside 50 though for Clarence, but I think it'll be brought back. It will. Free kick has been spotted by the umpire.
He's tried his heart out today, Bryce Loams. Obviously, it's not easy having a positional change when you're so used to playing in one position. So Tompkins will take the mark. I thought it was a free kick to Loams. My apologies there, but he has been good. We see Tompkins again just sending it down the line. Reardon's hovering around. Up was Zeitzen. Pushed out of it was Cole. And now Clarence can try and work something here. Horsburn. Nice little barreling left kick forward. Not much on here for Clarence. He'll nearly get hunted down. And he'll find Cooney on debut. A little bit of space.
Daniel Cooney zigs one way, zags the other. Now kicks it inside 50, looking for Holmes. Griggs read it well out in front and just pulled the mark in.
They've done that well all day, Kingborough. Double teaming Noah Holmes when it has gone down, it must be said. It hasn't gone down a whole lot for Clarence, but double teaming him might be the way to go here. I'm sure some other teams will be looking at this and thinking, how do we combat it? And it's a really good option.
Mark spilled there in the back pocket, but just enough time to recover. Able to get the kick away in the direction of Campbell. The umpire says touch footy. Colin Garland gets the ball. Chipping kick finds Norton. Norton back to Garland. Garland further back to Preshaw. That's Preshaw of the Ollie variety. He bangs it inside 50. Looking for the player that was deepest. Griggs is happy to see that over the line. He'll have a throw in. Right forward pocket for the Clarence Roos. So it is a 47-point margin in favour of the Tigers. Said earlier, Clarence have to bye next week. The next stoppage, Bo, I might get you to have a look at what's on the horizon for Kingborough. Ball's thrown in. Tompkinson just got his kick away. Webb, nice little blind turn. And he's run down. Good tackle laid there by Cowie. And that's what Peter Ryan would want to see, just Clarence to play this game out. Should be a free kick going the way of the Roos. Elijah Reardon infringing. So with ball in hand, it's going to be William Bush, the youngster.
Yeah, so Kingborough travel up to Utah Stadium next weekend to face the North Lonnie Bombers, who are pretty much signed and sealed this game against North Hobart. It currently 30-80 there. North Hobart Oval, 11-14-80 to 4 goals 6-30 in favour of North Lonnie, as we see Will Bush, who hasn't been dropped out of the side yet, so he's doing some stuff right. Sends the kick on its way, and we've seen a few hit the post this afternoon, Oz, which is sometimes a rarity.
Yeah, Will Bush's kick there, hitting the right upright. Minor score, 3-5-23. So, yeah, that game, Kingborough North Launceston, that will be an absolute humdinger. North Lonnie, probably one of the other form teams of the competition at the moment. Oh, that's a good mark if he can reel it in. He can't quite, Collie. He flew high. So, yeah, North Lonnie, Kingborough, and of course that game last year was the infamous Jordan Lane after the siren kick that many thought was a point, others thought was a goal. It was paid a goal, and Kingborough won their first ever game in Launceston. Of course, they broke their other Launceston hoodoo a few weeks ago, winning their first ever game as a senior team at Windsor Park. That kick is an up and under. Norton flies, takes the mark. Norton just assesses his options. Backs to Norton. Star of Clarence's midfield. Kicks the ball inside 50. Set it up well. Kingborough numbers should make things work out okay for the hosts. They will. Clever little tap on. Zeitzen, he'll get it back. Nice stuff there from Zeitzen. Cuts it back inboard looking for Gardner. Slippery soap of a footy. Bounces off his chest. McCulloch wrapped up in the tackle. Have a stoppage on the opposite side of the ground to us here, broadcast position. Ball up. Green taps it down. Norton should be first to it. He is. Evades one tackle. Gets it off to Keegan Ryan. From one of Clarence's best today. Green emerges with the football. Sam Green kicks it to the hot spot. Last line of defence. Good mark taken by Ben Donnelly. Just a classic Ben Donnelly game this afternoon. He's been rock solid. He gets it off to Griggs.
Just been a tough afternoon for all of their forwards, not just Noah Holmes. It'll be a turnover, spilt mark, Borsbom. High tackle on Godomski. No, not Godomski, it was Brower, sorry.
Yeah, Joey Brewer.
Brewer, that's right.
Ball goes inside 50 now for Clarence. Holmes unable to quite reel it in. Donnelly merges with the football. Kicks out a defensive 50 and finds his attended teammate in Golding, who feeds Kieran Lovell. Lovell towards half forward. Zeitzen presents and takes a strong grab. Zeitzen wheels and goes. Smother. It was a good one there from the Clarence defender and Cowie. Ball still in play. Wiley gets it back to Beerley. James Beerley with an up and under. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of the Tigers. Griggs takes a really good mark. He's added that harder edge to his game this year. He goes inboard to McCulloch. Fantastic to see him back, and I've mentioned a few times today. He goes and finds Williams. Now, Jake Williams launches the ball inside 50. Howard brings it out of defence. Had his intended target, Harper. Feet on it at ground level. He goes out wide in the direction of Loams. Loams, short kick. Reardon just happy to see that one over and out. He and Campbell clambering over each other for the footy.
Tough afternoon, as we said, for the forwards. Garland just getting a little bit uneased there. He hasn't had his best afternoon, unfortunately, because there's been little to none supply inside the 50, as we see boundary throwing just on the eve of Clarence's 50. 16 minutes gone in this final quarter. No one taps it down except for Gardner on second thought. Kicks it in the Zeitzen direction and bowl up centre wing. No, play on.
Preshaw somehow extracted the football. No, I was with you, Bo. Thought that was going to be a stoppage as well, but they launch it inside 50, and Ben Donnelly does it again. A mark on the last line of defence. He goes inside to McCulloch. Blake McCulloch out wide. Sets a little bit of a task there for his teammate and Joey Brewer. Brewer does well. Gets it off to Griggs. Griggs, good composure. Finds Marcus Gardner. Absolute workhorse is Marcus Gardner. And he goes inboard. Finds Gadomski. Gadomski goes back to Griggs. Bit of possession football now for Kingborough. He's got Gardner down the line. Might be where he just goes by default. Instead, he decides to kick a bit of a worm burner. Clifford, unable to trap it cleanly. Norton comes in and lays the tackle. And we'll have a stoppage.
Solid afternoon for Kingborough, just picking up where they left off against Launceston 2 weeks ago up at Windsor Park, as we just spoke about.
Yeah, it's probably a good observation, but one we haven't talked about is that coming back from the bye, it can sometimes catch teams a little napping early, or it can take teams a little bit to get back into it. And first quarter was pretty even, but I don't think that was a result of Kingborough being sloppy. I think it was just a really tense start to the game. Kingborough have really risen to the occasion. You know, do their confidence the world of good this afternoon. That handball goes on. Desperate stuff here from the Kingborough defence. Gadomski has ball in hand. Kicks out in the direction of Cole. He has Preshaw to beat and holds onto the mark really well. Eddie Cole wants to move it on quickly. Gets onto his left. Kick in the direction of Carter. Unable to take the mark. Gets it with a clever handball over the top to Lovell. Party trick stuff there from Carter. Lovell to Campbell. Backtracks to Carter. Potentially taken high. That's the Tyler Carter special. Knows what he's doing.
Tight stuff on the boundary there. Again, Kieran Lovell's been massive today, just to find a handball out and then for them to, I guess, get it back in their hands. As Tyler Carter goes in the direction of Campbell, who takes a nice little slips catch there. His opponent at the time was Bealey. He slipped over, and Campbell to put another goal on here for Kingborough. He's already got one for the afternoon, Will Campbell. And looks like barometer down there, Nick Soup. Let's hope that they can find some form as well for this Kingborough outfit, because they're certainly looking dangerous, and we thought this was going to be a really tight matchup, and it's been blown out of the water here as Campbell wearing the double armband, which is great to see. He'll line up here, kicks on its way. We're behind here. So 70 plays 23, 10, 10, 73, 5, 23 here. 20 minutes gone in this last quarter.
Short kick into Preshaw, back to Norton, fends one off, handball's out wide, looks for Green. Green with a hurried kick, running back and taking the mark there was Golden. The ball in the middle of the ground is Williams. Score update from the NWFL NTFA rep game I'll give to you in a moment as well, as the ball goes inside 50. Handball off, chance here for Kingborough, desperate defensive effort from Preshaw. Handball over the top to Golding. Preshaw laid the tackle, umpire said play on. Harper gets the kick out of defensive 50. First to the football will be the Clarence player, happy to see it over. So in the rep game at Devonport Oval, NWFL, they continue their stranglehold over the NTFA. They win that game 84-48. NTFA yet to get a win over the NWFL since 2004. There's only been 6 or so games over that period, but NWFL reign supreme at Devonport Oval. Here in play, Brewer drives it inside 50. Reardon, little tap on. Williams.
Fresh area.
Pocket there from Tremaine. Kick goes back inside 50 now for the Tigers. Cole trying to track it. Eventually gets there. Gets it off to Zeitzen around the corner. Lovell's in the square. Preshaw providing the support for Clarence. Ollie Preshaw spending some time behind the ball, trying to get him involved in the game as Harper is pushed off it by Williams. They'll eventually see the ball over and out via Oscar Protny.
Just been the story of the afternoon here for Clarence. Missed kicks, mishaps. miss anything really, unfortunately for them. It's just been all Kingborough's game. The pressure's been on, certainly in that forward half for Kingborough, as Tompkinson taps it down to the advantage of Preshaw. We go to a one-on-one, brought to ground, pretty even there. McCulloch, great to see him back, as we've already spoke about a few times. Taking in the tackle there, I can't quite identify who for Kingborough. We'll wait till he gets up here and turn around. It was James Webb who's kicked the goal this afternoon, so another hack kick out of the stoppage there. Clarence, it's probably been their downfall this afternoon. It's a hot footy in there. There's Norton, nice little don't argue underground handball, misses Preshaw. Going back inside 50 here, levels the target. Nice little one-on-one there. And a handball, probably not out of defence here yet. Preshaw. Bush, thought to take a bounce. He'll hand pass it back to Preshaw, who hasn't been terrible this afternoon. They'll kick forward to find Harper. Garland. Been quiet by his standards, pointing to the goal square. He'll kick inboards back to Harper, and another missed kick here. Harper hand passes it to Bush. He'll unload, finding no one really at the top of the square. Alomes was the target, and you can just see there one of the Clarence players not quite happy with Will Bush for unloading to a 2-on-1 there in the favour of Kingborough, and Alomes has had a difficult afternoon. But deep, Clarence is 50. They conjure up something here. Tompkinson and Garland doing battle. Hand passes out, and another kick. Swooping kick out there. Zeitzen picked it up. Tackled from Cole. And they just got a nice little flick. Hand pass out as Cole pick it up again. He's been nice. Zeitzen kicked around the body to no real target. It's a 2-on-1. And Ryan Borsman will take the mark for Clarence. Kicks. One kick out from 50, and he'll unload here for Clarence. Can they find something? Reardon nearly takes another specky there. Elijah Reardon, College. Oh, kicked in the head on downfall. Borsman, hand passes us out. Holmes, and another 2-on-1 in favour of Kingborough. Garland did well to bring it to ground. And Donnelly will run it out. He'll kick and find Tompkinson. So this afternoon's battle has been all one way towards Kingborough. It's been a special afternoon for Blake McCulloch on his return back from injury. And Clarence just haven't been able to find their spark this week. And Anthony.
That's right, Bo. A comprehensive performance from the Kingborough Tigers Footy Club. They win this one in style, 10-10-70 to 3-5-23. And often in these games, when the margin's probably, the game's done at three-quarter time, you see the team that's down kick a few goals as consolation prizes, and Kingborough didn't let Clarence do that today. Clarence have kicked just 3 goals for the game and just 1 after quarter time. So the Kingborough Tigers record a comprehensive win, and they finish the first cycle of games 6-0. An impressive start to season 2023 for Trent Baumler's outfit. We'll quickly run through the goal kickers for both teams. For the Kingborough Tigers, 3 goals to Tyler Carter, singles to Lockie Clifford, Will Campbell, James Webb, Kieran Lovell, Max Gollage, James Zeitzen and Jack Tompkinson. While for Clarence, singles to Keegan Ryan, Ollie Preshaw, Noah Holmes. A magnificent team performance from the team in yellow, black and white. They were comprehensive from start to finish, and the defensive unit were so impressive. The likes of Ben Donnelly, Blake McCulloch, as you said, Lockie Godomski and Elijah Reardon all performing admirably in a comprehensive win. So that's all from us here at the Twin Ovals. Thank you to Ash Wilkes in the studio, our camera operator as well. Thank you to you, Bo Downham. A fantastic performance from the Kingborough Tigers, and look forward to having you on the stream in the next week or so.
No, thanks for having me. Again, it was a really solid performance by Kingborough as they continue their title run, and Clarence will have to look back at this, and Peter Ryan will not be happy. But thanks for having me this afternoon, and thanks for having both of us in your homes on a pretty cold afternoon. So rug up and get some rest.
Beautiful. Thank you for your company. as we said, Kingborough Tigers comprehensive performers this afternoon at the Twin Ovals. A big win over Clarence in this top of the table clash. Once again, thank you for your company. Bye for now.